So this is the 7-posture YuanmenPai Qigong set as taught by Master Zhou Gan Sheng. The breathing that we're going to use is going to be inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, with the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. So you're going to inhale through the nose and exhale around the tongue using the mouth. And initially it's going to feel a little bit awkward, but within time, this will start to feel quite natural and normal. We are going to be using regular diaphragmatic breathing throughout. So what that means is we don't want to breathe with our chest, we want to breathe with the lower abdomen. So the area below the navel is what we mainly want to be moving as we're in and exhaling. We're also using regular breathing, which means when we inhale, the stomach expands, and we exhale, the stomach pulls back in, except when I tell you otherwise for the 6th posture. The posture in itself is very, very simple. So we have the feet shoulder width apart. The toes are gripping the floor ever so gently. So imagine if you're standing on the beach and you're gripping your toes into the sand. Our goal is to raise the bridge of the foot ever so slightly. And we're going to hold that grip, the foot, for the entire duration of the practice. So grip your toes and you're going to hold that for the whole set. We want to make sure that the knees are slightly bent. We want to make sure that the back, the tailbone is slightly tucked. We don't want to get rid of the lumbar curve, but just ever so slightly tucked. We want to make sure that the back is straight, the head is upright, and the shoulders are relaxed. So just do a little scan of the body, make sure that everything is nice and relaxed and everything is in line. And then we go into the practice. Movement 1. First, we want to make sure that our posture is correct. So double check that your toes are gripping the floor, the knees are bent, the back is straight, head is upright, shoulders are relaxed. And what we want to do is take the right hand, cover the back of the left hand, and place it on the lower Dantian. So that is the point, a few inches. So if you were to hold your hand like that, the bottom of the pinky, so 4 finger widths apart, is 3 twin, roughly there. The center of the palm wants to be on that spot. You also want to make sure that your hand is cupped like this. You don't want a flat hand. We're not putting a flat hand on our stomach, but a cupped hand so that you can roll along the edge as you're doing the practice. So what we want to do is, again, right hand covering the back of the left hand. Hand is cupped. It's in that, or on that point, about 3 inches below the navel. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate along the edge of that cupped hand, as I was showing before. And as you're doing that, you want to make sure that your intention is following along. So you want your hands to rotate, you want your intention to move along with the rotation, and for the chi in your body to also rotate along with it. So you want those 3 things working together. So the chi moving, the hands moving, and the intention are all moving in the same direction. Okay, as you're doing this, you will find that the body starts to rock alongside this movement. And we're just going to let that happen. So you're going to do 9 times the one way, doing it nice and slow, but not in sync with the breath. So the breath is doing its own thing, and you are just putting your attention, moving that chi in a circular motion within the lower abdomen, 9 times one way, and then 9 times the other way. We don't press very hard into the stomach. We're gently resting the hand just on the skin so that that rolling motion can happen, and you're just touching the stomach ever so gently on one part of the hand as you're rolling. As you're doing that, chi and the mind are moving in unison. So those 3 things together. So we do 9 times one way and then 9 times the other way. However long you do this first posture, this first movement, will dictate how long all the other postures are. So if you do 9 times one way and 9 times the other way, that's going to take you about 2 minutes, let's say. That means every subsequent posture will be done for 2 minutes as well. Okay, if you do this and you want to increase the time you're doing this practice, then you will do 9 times one way, 9 times the other way. Repeat that. So again, 9 times one way, 9 times the other way. So you've done 2 sets of 9 one way, 2 sets of 9 the other way. That now took 4 minutes, which means all the other postures and movements will be done for 4 minutes apiece. Okay, so imagine you do the first set, the 7 postures. The first set takes you 2 minutes, so now you're going to do 7 times 2 minutes, 14 minutes. If you want to increase that to 28 minutes, you double everything. So now you're doing 4 minutes for each movement, 28 minutes total. Okay, so from the first movement, we're going into the second movement now. So you've just finished your 9 times one way, 9 times the other way, and we're ready to go into the second posture or the second movement. From here, the hands will drop down and then come up and face each other. So now you have your hands roughly the same height as the center of the chest, facing each other. And what we're going to do now is we're going to move the hands further away from each other to further than shoulder width apart, and then move them back to each other to about the point of holding a basketball. And this moving away, as you can see, my fingers are facing each other and then coming back towards each other. The Laogongs, the palms, are facing each other. So we don't do this. We have the hands facing each other so that if you were to come together, you would clap your hands. So the practice in itself is we have this basketball, we move out, the hands open a little bit so you can see I've got this nice circular arrangement of the arms, and then they come together. And every time you come together, you're going to feel a magnetic feeling, a magnetic repulsion in between the hands. So whilst we're doing this, again, the breath, it's doing its own thing, and we are just slowly and gently moving the hands further away from each other and closer to each other. And all we're doing is putting our attention on this sensation that's in between our hands. Okay, so nothing crazy, nothing strenuous. We're doing this as soft as we can. The breathing is doing what the breathing wants to do, and we're just moving our hands further and closer to each other. As you're doing this, when you come closer, you'll feel a magnetic repulsion between the hands. You start to feel a physical ball of energy forming in between the hands. And as you're pulling away, you'll feel threads of energy coming off the fingers, pulling. And it's a very, very kind of tangible practice that gives you a very quick ability to feel the movement of qi and feel qi within the hands. Okay, this posture will be done for as long as you did the first posture, and it's done nice and slow, nice and gentle. And closure. So now we've finished our 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 6 minutes, however long you were doing each posture for. Finished the last posture. In that Wuju posture, we'll focus on the lower Dantian, and now we're ready to close down. So the way we do that is by opening the hands up, bringing the arms up over the head, ever so gently lift your heels so you're stretching ever so slightly so the heels come off the floor, reaching up as high as you can, and then bringing the hands down to the top of the head. So again, the right hand is covering the left hand, and you're just going to rest your hands on top of the head, on top of that middle point, that Baihui point. And rest your hands there for just a couple of breaths. So inhale deep into the lower Dantian, and then exhale. And inhale deep into the lower Dantian, and exhale. Inhale deep into the lower Dantian. And then the last one, we're going to exhale and have any qi from the head and the body guided down by the hands into the lower Dantian. And just rest your breath here, or your attention here, for a couple of breaths. Then we want to start tapping down the body. So you're going to use that cupping form that I showed you earlier. And we are going to, cup down the inside of the body, the inside of the arm, the outside of that arm. And we're going to do the same on this side of the body, down the back of the legs, down the front of the legs, and then just do a nice little 10-15 second shake just to let everything go. Okay, once you've done that, you should feel very light, very energetic, and everything should just feel nice and open. And you should eventually, with practice, feel this field of static around you. And as you're moving your arms and your hands through it, you'll feel these cords of energy from the hands moving as seaweed would move in the current of water. It's quite extraordinary. So with practice, you start to kind of feel that. And it's just this beautiful, static, lovely chi around you. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the practice, and I wish you all the best.